Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time doing another Halloween film review, and this one is on the 2019 animated movie, The Addams Family. Now, the Addams Family are the kind of iconic gothic characters created by Charles Samuel Adams, who created the iconic characters known as the Addams Family in 1938 and had appeared in comic book strips. Now, of course, the Addams Family had basically multiple adaptations throughout the years, from live action TV shows, from animated series, to basically Saban even having a go, as well as having the 1991 film The Addams Family and the 1993 one Addams Family Values. So of course the Addams Family were basically, in my opinion, just more of that brand that did its thing, which was eventually brought back in 2019. And the premise of the film is meant to feature Wednesday Addams, who learns about the outside world beyond the Addams home. And of course, we see how there is this kind of perfect community which is run, controlled, and kind of used by this powerful homemaker known as Madrix Needler. I would say her character is more of a perfectionist. She wants things to be the way she wants to, but doesn't accept change. And of course, we see how it's her one-man mission to turn the Addams family's home into something of perfection. So of course, we kind of do see how the Addams family venture out into the community, and it's kind of clear that the community aren't that much welcoming to them. And I think we've seen this before, where the Addams family have tried to fit in something beyond their kind of comfort zone. And I think it's kind of like a realistic thing, like we've ventured somewhere else, but sometimes we're not going to be accepted. And I think the film really does try to fit to the tone of the Addams family. I think for the most part, it's mostly about a message about accepting what's different from you. I would say, at least with the animated version, they do keep true to what the characters were, with Gormaz and Maurizia being loving and affectionate, like Pugsley and Wednesday Addams being the kind of iconic children. And I think Chloe Grace Moretz does do well as Wednesday, and it does kind of keep true to what the portrayal of Christiana Ricci was. And I think for the most part, I would say, is that the film does try to handle two topics. When you kind of got Pugsley in his rite of passage storyline, it's mostly accepting about traditions, but making sure that newer things can coexist with newer times. And the point of Wednesday's story arc, I would say, is mostly about adventuring into the unknown, but also accepting what's perfect, but don't try and be something else. And I think for the most part, when you've kind of got Matrix Needler's daughter Parker, you can tell she's meant to be a counterpart to her mum, and I think there could have been a bit more developed with her. But again, I think my only real issue with the main villain's fate at the end, it kind of comes off as her being forcibly redeemed, even though she was crossing a line that she was not going to come back from. And I think there's also a reason I hate enforced redemptions. And I think there's a reason I think everyone is getting sick of it. Because if you've got someone who's crossed the line or too far gone, you don't want them to be forgiven easily. Sometimes forgiveness means trying to set things right, or realizing what you're doing is wrong and start having second thoughts. Here it just comes off as giving a pass. But I think for the rest part, at least the Addams family are what they're meant to be, and at least the voice cast do what they're meant to be, like Uncle Fester being the kind of iconic older brother kind of character, Cousin It basically having the bleen, and Grandma Adams being the iconic kind of old haggy grandmother-like character. At least it's trying to keep true to what it was. And I know 24 Frames of Nick did review this, and I know he talked about the promotional material, and I did see some of it, but I think for me, the 2019 Addams Family movie does what the other Addams Family media has done. It's just trying to fit something in for a new generation. So I think this film still deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.